pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the fans. Pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans.
Good morning, team. Today we will discuss learning and how it applies to our work. Trainer, can you introduce the concept of learning?
Sure, learning is the process of gaining new knowledge or skills. It's essential for growth, both personally and professionally. There are three main types of learning: cognitive, associative, and observational.
What is cognitive learning and how does it help problem solving in work?
It involves thinking and problem solving. For example, at work, it helps by improving critical thinking, decision making, adaptability. For instance, it can help and analyze customer complaints, identify patterns, and create effective solutions.
What about associative learning through training?
Associative learning is when we connect action to results. In training, employees learn that doing certain things lead to good outcome. For example, in a store, employee can learn that greeting customer makes them more likely to buy something.
I have noticed I learn a lot by observing others. Is that observational learning?
Exactly. Watching experienced colleagues manage tasks teach us effective strategies.
I observed that a mix of all three types often works best in workplace training programs.
Good observation. Let's wrap up by thinking about how we can apply these learning types in our work. Thanks, team, for your explanation.
Hi everyone, thank you for being here today. Let's talk about personality and how it affects our work. Did you know that personality is shaped by the three main things? First, genetics. This gives us trait-like temperament. Then there's the environment, our upbringing and surrounding shape how we behave. Lastly, experience. The events in our life that change us over time.
That's interesting, but how do we understand different personalities in the workplace?
Good question. One way is by looking at the big 5 personality traits. These are openness, consciousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Each one plays a role in how we work. Okay, so the first one is openness. Makes people more creative and open to the new ideas. Second one is consciousness. Means being organized and reliable. The third is extroversion. Helps with the teamwork and keeping the energy up. The fourth one is agreeableness. It's all about cooperation and maintaining harmony. And the lastly is neuroticism. On the other hand, can affect how people handle stress.
Alright, let's try something fun. How about a role play? I will take conscientiousness and focus on meeting deadlines and staying organized.
Sounds great. I will be the extrovert who keeps everyone motivated and brings energy to the team. Then I will go with agreeableness. I will focus on resolving conflict if anything peaceful.
Perfect. Let's start the role play now. Remember to focus on how these traits influence teamwork.
Alright team, let's make sure we stick to our deadline. I have already set up a plan to have a finish on time.
Great work. Let's keep up the momentum. I'm sure we will get this done and have fun while doing it. Come on. I noticed how disagreement earlier about who takes on which task. Let's talk it through so everyone compatible.
Okay, let's pause here. Observer, what did you notice during the role play?
From what I saw, Safwan kept the team structured and focused with their conscientiousness. Lisa brought energy and motivation, which really helped the team's model. Fitri did a great job maintaining harmony and resolving any tension with their agreeableness.
Good observations. This activity shows how understanding different personality traits can improve teamwork. When we know each other's strengths and traits, it's easier to work together effectively. Great job, everyone.
Baby, you are my light. 你点亮我的爱 Forever shine 命中注定的安排我明白流星划过窗台
Good morning team. Today we are focusing on improving workplace performance by shaping behavior. To do this, we look at reinforcement and punishment. Let me briefly explain this concept before we move into roleplay. Reinforcement is used to encourage good behavior. There are two, positive and negative. For positive reinforcement, involving adding a reward to strengthen desired behavior. Negative reinforcement involves removing something unpleasant to encourage better behavior. Punishment, on the other hand, is used to discourage undesirable behavior by applying a consequence. By applying these strategies effectively, we can help create a productive work environment. Now let's explore this concept to roleplay example. Dave, I noticed you consistently on time this week. That's fantastic. To recognize your punctuality, you'll have priority in selecting next week's project.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I will continue to be punctual.
Excellent. This is the kind of behavior that strengthens our team. Keep it up. Italy, I've seen you've been putting in extra work to meet your deadline, and it's paying off. To support your hard work, I'm reducing your extra tasks this week, so you can focus more on your main duties.
Thank you. That makes a big difference. I will continue working hard to stay on track.
That's great to hear. Keep improving, and I'll continue to find ways to support you. Safwan, I've noticed that your report has been incomplete lately. Can you explain what's happening?
I have been struggling with managing my time, but I will work on it.
I appreciate your honesty. This will ensure we maintain our work quality.
Understood. I will make to submit complete and accurate report moving forward.
Thank you. Let's aim for improvement, and I'll be here to help if you need additional support. Now that we go through this example, what observation can we share about reinforcement and punishment?
Positive reinforcement encourages play, responsibility. Negative reinforcement helps the team stay motivated by reducing their extra workload. Punishment reminds someone of the discipline of non-routine standards and the need for accountability.
That's exactly right. By applying reinforcement and punishment thoughtfully, we can guide our team toward better performance and maintain a positive and productive workplace. Let's continue to use this principle to shape behavior effectively.
Team, we are here to resolve a recent conflict. Nisa, can you explain what happened?
I feel crucified by when during our last meeting when they pointed out errors in my report.
I wasn't criticizing, I was highlighting areas for improvement.
Let's roleplay resolving this misunderstanding. Fahmi, please guide Nisa and Ikhwan in clarifying their intention, and I will ensure the discussion remain respectful and focused on finding a solution.
This is a classic of perception influenced by attribution theory. Ikhwan perceived Nisa feedback as personal criticism, likely due to past experience or bias, while Nisa intended it as constructive feedback on task performance.
I see now that your feedback was meant to help, not criticize.
I'll be mindful of my tone in the future. I don't mean to offend you.
Good work, both of you. This shows how communication can resolve misunderstanding. Let's continue improving how we perceive and interpret each other's intention.
This exercise demonstrates how open communication and empathy can prevent conflicts.
Let's continue improving our perception to work better together.
Good morning team. Today we need to decide we launch our new product next quarter. We'll use both rational and intuitive approaches to make the best choice. Let's share our thoughts and aim for a solid decision. Based on our gut feeling, it seems like the market is ready, and waiting might cause us to lose momentum. Let's move forward and launch next quarter, trusting that we can adapt as we go. For step 1, we define the problem. Our task is to decide whether to launch a new product next quarter. Let's start with the rational decision making.
The problem is determining the right timing for the launch. If we launch too early, the product might lack the polish and quality our customer expect.
Good points are fun, so the problem is balancing the urgency of entering the market with ensuring the product quality and readiness.
For step 2, identify decision criteria. To make the decision, we need to consider key criteria: market readiness, availability of resources, and the level of competition.
Exactly, Ikhwan. Let's break this down further. Market readiness includes customer demand and price. Resources involves our team capacity and budget, while competition refers to the timing of rival product launch.
Step 3. Generate alternative. Our main alternatives are launching the product next quarter or delaying the launch by 6 months to refine it further.
Do we agree that these are our primary options, or are there other alternatives we should consider?
So for other than step 3, so step 4, evaluate the alternative. Let's evaluate the alternative and decide rationally.
Lastly, for step 5, make the decision. Based on our analysis, do we have the best course of action?
That's clear. Do we agree that these are our primary options, or are there other alternatives we should consider?
Setuju tak?
Great work, everyone. We follow a rational process and reach a solid decision. Now, let's use intuitive decision making. Based on the gut feeling, what does everyone think?
I feel the market is ready now, despite the risk.
Both methods have their pros and cons. Rational is systematic, but intuition allows for quicker decision.
Great discussion, everyone. We will document our decision-making process and proceed confidently. Good morning, team. Today we will decide on an important issue using three approaches: the rational decision-making process, bounded rationality, and intuition. By combining these methods, we can make a balanced decision. Let's start. Step 1 is to define the problem. To make this decision, we need to understand the core issues clearly. Safwan, can you share your perspective?
The problem is deciding how to move forward in a way that balances risks and opportunities.
Exactly. Our goal is to identify the best course of action with our constraints. Does everyone agree?
Yes.
Step 2 is identifying the decision criteria. Equal, what factors should guide our decision?
We need to focus on feasibility, resources, timing, and expected outcome.
Good equal, this criteria will help us evaluate our options systematically. The step 3 involves prioritizing the criteria. What factors are the most critical? Kami, what do you think?
I say feasibility and resources should be weighed more heavily because they directly impact execution.
I agree with you, Kami. Let's keep this priority in mind as we move forward. Step 4 is generating alternatives. What are our possible options, Kami?
We could move forward with the current plan, delay it for refinement, or pursue a simpler version of the project.
Great option. Does anyone want to add more?
No, it's not.
Step 5 is evaluating the alternatives. Let's weigh the pros and cons of each. Safwan, can you start?
The current plan is fast but risky. Refining it would take more time, but we have a stronger outcome. Supplying it would reduce complexity but might not meet all objectives.
Good analysis, Safwan. Let's consider the implications for each option carefully. Step 6 is choosing the best alternative. Based on the evaluation, what do you think, people?
I think defining the plan seems like the best choice because it balances quality and risk.
Does everyone agree on this?
Yes.
Step 7 is implementing the revision. Let's outline the next step to refine the plan and ensure success. What do you think, Kami?
We adjust timelines, reallocate resources, and communicate updates to stakeholders.
Perfect. Let's move forward with this plan. Step 8 is monitoring the division. How will we track progress upon?
Regular updates and reviews will help us ensure we are on track and can adjust as needed.
Great. Let's schedule regular check-ins. Step 9 is evaluating the division. Once we execute the plans, we will review the result to assess its success.
That will help us improve our decision-making process for future projects.
Exactly. Now let's discuss other approaches. Sometimes we don't have the time or resources for a full rational process. This is where bounded rationality comes in. It means making the best possible decision within our limit. Safwan, how would that apply here?
We were short on time, we focused only on the most critical criteria, like feasibility and timing, to simplify the decision-making process.
I agree with you, Safwan. Founder originality had us make practical decisions without over-analyzing. Lastly, let's discuss intuitive decision-making. This approach relies on gut feelings and experience. Fahmi, what does your intuition tell you?
My instinct says refining the plan is the safest option. It just feels like the right balance.
I agree that intuition is valuable, but combining it with the data ensure we're not overlooking anything.
Yes. Both rational, intuitive methods have their merits. Rational decision making is systematic, while intuition allows us to adapt quickly.
Well said. By considering rationality, bounded rationality and intuition will ensure a well-rounded decision. Great work, team.